everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to our channel. It's me, the Green Garden Chick, AngieB. How are you doing? Well, I'm doing fine. It's New Year's Eve, and we're not going anywhere tonight. It's been a busy week, a busy year. So we thought, and when I say we, I mean my husband, Dr. B, we thought we'd stay at home, have a quiet evening together, and ring in the new year. There's not much you can do outside right now, but there's lots of things that you can do on the homestead. And a lot of people have been asking me, Angie B, what is it that you do? And I like to tell them I do everything, or pretty much everything, or I do a lot of things. And it's what I like to do. I like to stay busy. I like to be creative. I like to be healthy. I like to help other people. And I'm always learning. So this video is basically about me, Angie B, my husband, Dr. B, or Dr. G, whichever one is interchangeable. What we do together here in the city of Phoenix, state of Arizona, and what our YouTube channels are all about. I'll actually speak more to my YouTube channel than his YouTube channel because he's very technical. He's a well-known aquaculture scientist, and I am a master gardener. Here we both live in Arizona. We've been together since 1999. We got married in 2001. We have 4 daughters, a grandson, 2 grandsons I should say, a daughter-in-law, a son-in-law, and lots of friends and family that I'm very thankful and happy that are still here with us. So let's get into what this channel is all about. I was raised in the South, in Mississippi, and I was born in Mississippi, and I was raised in Tennessee, in Memphis, and being raised on an actual homestead. I don't think my family called it that at the time. It was just the home house, and it was a wonderful, wonderful childhood that I had, growing up and going back and forth from the big city, Memphis, to the little town of Coldwater, Mississippi. I have lots and lots of family there. My grandmother and grandfather were farm owners or homesteaders, and they prepared, grew, harvested, had animals, trees, fruit trees, vegetables, ponds, cattle, horses, all kinds of things, and ducks, everything, pretty much everything that you would have on a homestead. And I loved being there. I always remembered the fun times I had there. So fast forward, I moved to Arizona, and fast forward even more, I met my husband, and found out that he was a scientist. I'd never met a real African-American scientist, not a biology teacher, not a person that likes to tinker, but an actual scientist, and I was quite intrigued. So fast forward, we married. We blended our 2 families. Again, we have 4 daughters, and it was always my intent and hope to present healthy living, healthy lifestyles to the family. I was always that way. My husband was as well. When this new term, green, came about, then we started working those ideas together, and we came up with myself, Green Garden Chick, and he has the aquaculture and aquaponic systems. So there's a lot in between all of this story, but the main thing to keep in mind is that we synergistically put our thoughts and ambitions together, and we work together for the greater good of our family, our community, our city, our state, and the world. So it's funny, we wake up every morning, there's a cartoon, and we kind of mimic. And he asked me, "Hey Angie, what are you going to do today?" And I always say, "Everything we do every day, gonna go save the world." And we laugh and have a good chuckle behind that, and then we go save the world in our own little way. So what will you learn with watching our videos, or my video, first and foremost? You will learn gardening, specifically gardening in non-arid landscapes, meaning the desert. I've found very interesting and unique ways to grow food, maintain food, and help it to flourish. And I'd like to share that. We have our home, and then we bought the land next door. Basically, the house imploded, and the gentleman moved. We bought the land next door, so now we have two lots, the home lot and the next door lot. And we just began to utilize all the land that we had to build our homestead. I got this idea from a wonderful person, Joan Barone, and we went to visit her home some holidays ago, and she had food up the walkway. I'd never seen anything like that before in my life, an edible landscape. And I thought, oh man, I gotta have that. So I basically mimicked what she had going on at her place, and when you come to our house, you will see an edible landscape. Everything, pretty much everything, except for those things that were already here, are edible. So you can basically have breakfast, lunch, or dinner all the way up to my doorstep. It's pretty cool. So you'll learn, let me stay on track. You'll learn how to garden, how to farm, how to build a edible landscape. You'll learn how to utilize the food that you're growing for food, for health, for wellness, for medicine, all types of things, medicinal purposes. So we'll tinker around with all those types of things, maybe even dyes, building everything you can think of. Well, not really, I'm kind of exaggerating, but we'll do a lot. And then as far as the homestead, there are things that I want to show you that I have learned either haphazardly, or that I read and I tested, or I've been, learning and, finding out that these things work and they bring happiness to our home. I'm sure they'll bring happiness to your home as well. So I'm a little bit unique in the fact that I don't quite farm and garden like everybody else, meaning I'm pretty much a tester person. I do a lot of experimenting on the garden, and sometimes it's a win, sometimes it's a flop, but the thing is to keep going and to keep learning. So gardening, medicinals, baking, sewing, decorating, using what you have to make a lot, living on and within a budget or below a budget, all sorts of things, couponing. There will be a lot of things that we're talking about. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy the information that I present, and my husband as well. He'll be mostly talking about aquaponics, ag science, and things of that nature. The reason why I'm doing this is because I like to share. I'm an actual teacher. I work with English language learners. I also work with foster care and adoption organizations. I do work sometimes with adult learners. And my whole life is teaching and education. I am in the process of getting a PhD in anthropology, and this YouTube channel, I'm hoping, will allow me to be able to focus more on the things that I love and to be able to bring information to you, the viewer. If there's anything that you would like for me to test out, try, or whatever may have you, leave that information in the comment box below the video. I'm hoping that you will enjoy this journey. I'm hoping that you will stick with me through this journey. I would love to hear your comments. What I most want is that you would like this video and all videos that you look at, share them, and subscribe. That's what I'm asking you to do, and I would appreciate it very much. So that's it. It's New Year's Eve, December 31st. What is this year? 2019. We're getting ready to go into 2020. The new vision, clarity, and I'm already getting started. This is my garden book. Got a lot of books here, if you can see. This is my garden book, my garden journal. I'm getting ready to start a new year. This is another garden journal that I have. It's the Master Gardener Journal. And my trusty almanac. I always use this. I love this because there's tons and tons of information. I advise you to go get one. They're less than $10 most times. And you can order them, or you can get them at your local big box store, big box hardware store, or the big box store with the W, you know, that one, Wally World. So this is, I use this like, I love it. I love this book. And I love this book because it's very detailed, and it's got a lot of information in here to help you along the way. The spaces are really large for writing down your information. It has a calendar in it. See, I've done a lot of writing in here. And in the very back, it has a space, which I didn't use because I had a regular tablet, a grid for your garden. Then it has areas where you can write notes. And it's a good resource. So stick with me. Subscribe, like, subscribe, and share. Leave comments in the comment box. And I'll see you soon. I'll try to get a video up every other day. It's a lot to do that, but I'm gonna try. I know for sure I'm gonna have a video up every week, so be looking for that. Thank you so much for hearing me out, sticking with me thus far if you have, and if you're new to this channel, thank you a whole lot for coming by. Green Garden Chick, AngieB. Happy New Year.